Hello everyone and welcome to the TTL F2 practice session here for Britain. We are here for round, well, this is the Challenge Cup event that we are going to be running for on TTTV. You will see me on the normal channel as per usual at 8 o'clock, but for those of you who are tuned in and don't know me, I'm James Head, affiliated commentator to TTG, and I am going to be hopefully talking you through for the next 15 or 20 minutes the practice session, as we are running a dual test stream, essentially one on the main channel on TTTV and one on my channel. As you can probably tell, I've probably got no viewers, but there you go, what can you do? And I can hear myself over the test stream, which is absolutely fantastic stuff. Of course, we are here tonight, as I say, for Britain, but in retrospect, the graphics and all the timings and the standings for everything is for TTL F1 season 17, and that is going to be, of course, a fantastic season, a season opener in Bahrain we had last week. We go to Spain, of course, this week for TTL F1. I hope, as I say, to be covering you the practice session, and I have got a dual split view camera on my iPad, so I've got the stream on one end for TTTV and also on the Discord channel in case anything goes wrong, which I really hope it's not, but I'm hopefully going to provide you some good action in the meantime. For this, it's going to be a 45-minute practice session, and of course we are here at home of British Motorsport, but the standings, as I say, will be for TTL F1 League 1, so don't get confused at all. We're covering practice session just to run something in the background, and we are going to be running you through, or we're going to be testing essentially if the graphics work and everything like that. So hopefully we are going to be getting those up very shortly for you indeed. In terms of the session, however, in front of me, we are getting going, about 10 seconds left to go until we see 6 drivers go out on track. Bit of a disappointing turnout, if I've got to be honest, for the practice session. I was expecting to commentate on a few more guys than this, but we are getting into the session right now, and hopefully we are going to be, as I say, seeing some very good laps being set in. And I've done a time trial lap around here just previous to when I actually started streaming, and the lap certainly was quite good. I improved by about 0.6 of a second on time trial. You can probably see that we are going to be in for TTL F2, but running you through the stream now on my end anyways. We are here, of course, with AI drivers and with 6 human cars, of course, out on track. Hards and softs, I do believe, are the 2 compound of tyres for the practice session. Beautiful blue skies here, which is you never normally expect in Silverstone, but there we go, we've got the stream up for you now. So just to run you through who's actually here, you can probably tell that the Formula 2 is from F2 2019, Raghunathan among those names. Conti, Siege, Maze, Sean, Venom and Storm all here to be competing in this practice session. And looking at the graphics, they're coming up very nicely indeed on the stream, which I'm very pleased to report. A big thank you, by the way, to TTG _Honey Badger. You can go and add him up on PSN afterwards. He is our graphics man, I'm going to call him, for the stream. And as you can tell, it is for TTL F1. Some of the things that are coming up. Kieran McGinley is not alongside me, I'm afraid to say. I wish he was, I really wish he was, but he's not alongside me here. But this session going on out on track now, we are on board now with Venom, Scotsman, here in Britain, and he's in the MP Motorsport car. So going around out on track, of course, he is part of Silverstone, and this is the Silverstone Grand Prix circuit. Just coming through Luffield and into Woodcut now, through turns 8 and 9 here out on track. We're pretty much towards halfway through the outlap here at Silverstone. Very pleased to report that we have got drivers going around out on track, and Siege is the only other driver going around out on track. And I think Storm might be coming out of the pit as well, just looking at the mini-map there on the right hand side. But everything running to plan so far. Honey Badger, I'm sure, will go through the standings. So we'll run you through a bit of mock standings, which will come up onto the stream right now, and I'll hopefully take you through them in just a second or so. Yeah, Storm has just came out out on track, but Venom, who has actually invalidated his outlap here, the MP Motorsport driver coming around the final couple of corners through Stowe and then in towards Vale and Club. I always get those two corners mixed up. And we'll take you on board with a lap of the track here at Silverstone with MCR Venom, who did have a qualifying ban to start off the final round of the season. And of course, this is the Challenge Cup event, so 100% feature race, which I usually get to commentate on in League of Europe on a Friday, on a Monday night even. If you haven't tuned in for that, go ahead and tune in for that, because you'll be catching with me. But Venom is on a lap, and coming around the first couple of corners there, through towards Entry Corner now, and then onto the Wellington Straight, where the Grand Prix track, of course, mixes in with the circuit. Leon Bentley's graphics coming up there nicely on the stream. Of course, we're just testing things out, so if you are very concerned by what you're seeing, don't be at all. Venom is then coming through Luffield. Very tight apex here through turn 7 and out towards turn 8 towards Woodcote, and then down towards the old turn 1 at Cox, down the old pit straight. There was the old grandstand on the right hand side. And Venom now coming round towards turn 9, but he's just overcooked that slightly, doesn't want to run too wide, otherwise he'd pick up an invalidation. Siege is also on a lap just in behind. And Venom now coming through Maggots and Beckett's. He's through the Maggots part, now through the Beckett's part, which is very tight and twisting. Now come to the Hangar Straight, and this is where we should see a second sector split. Yeah, 14.5 there for Venom in the second sector, looking good so far. The Scotsman on his first practice lap. We're right on board with Siege in just the meantime as well. I'll get his name up on the right hand side so I can quickly flick through him. Venom then coming around the final couple of corners through Stowe and then in towards Vale and Club, Vale 16 and 17, and then towards turn 18 at Club towards the final corner, and Venom coming across the line, and he goes obviously top with a 42.5. Siege though in the meantime coming across the line, 42.4, so very close actually in terms of practice times, and about 200 of a second there separating the two guys out on track. Storm and Conti are also out on track as well. So Storm coming through Maggots and Beckett's now, and looking good actually here. Storm, it is a relatively new driver to TTL F2, joined quite late on in the season. 15.3 through the through the middle sector there. Now down onto the Hangar Straight, and looking good, I've got to say, is Storm as he comes around the final couple of corners now. As I say, and I repeat, if you are just tuning in to this, as Lighty has joined the session, if you are just tuning in to this, you will see that the graphics are coming up wrong. We're just testing things out, and I just want to stress that point even further. Storm though, round the final corner, looking good on his lap, 43.3. It's about 9 tenths off the pace compared to Venom and Siege. Of course, there is a one-shot qualifying session, I do believe, for the Challenge Cup later on tonight, and you will be joining me and Aidan Carter for that one, and we'll be live probably on the TTTV channel from about 5 to 8, so if you want to tune in for that, go ahead and do so. We're right on board with Conti in the meantime, who was in the Arc Grand Prix car out on track. Of course, Arc Grand Prix well up there within the standings. I think that is Venom just coming around the final couple of corners behind them as well. But we'll focus on Conti. We'll test out the graphics a little bit more out on track. So the MP Motorsport, the Arc Grand Prix car coming around the final corner to start off on his lap. So Conti now come on towards turn 1 as Venom improves to 41.9. And Conti now coming through turn 2. Very nicely indeed through there. And coming through turn 3 and now towards the loop section, through Village and then into the loop, and then towards entry at turn 5. Looking good, coming out on track, just snapping that back end through though. Doesn't want to force the power through the hairpin there. Now through entry corner successfully, and now down the Wellington Straight, down towards turn 6 at Brooklands. Looking good so far is Conti on his lap. And just to reiterate, Venom 41.9, Siege 42.4, and Storm with a 43.3 out on track. So the F1 Pre-Man currently out on track, doing a good job. He's now on the old pit straight. There are two different pit straights, of course. Remember, back in 2010, before the 2010, where this track actually had a facelift, but these will be the first couple of corners out on track. No longer the case here at Silverstone. It is the Grand Prix track, of course, out out there, and I'm very pleased to say I'm looking at the stream on the TTTV channel, live and replay cameras working successfully as well, which is fantastic. Conti though is in the meantime now coming down towards the final couple of corners. He's down through Stowe and then towards Vale and Club for the final time out on track. You can see the new grandstand on the right hand side. We'll be coming towards that in just a second or so. Conti around the final corner. Not going to be anywhere near Venom and Siege and Storm sort of time, and he loses it out the final corner, and that might be his practice session done. Luckily I don't think damage is on for this. He goes fourth for the 45.2 out on track. Storm though in the meantime, right on board with him as he comes down towards the pit straight once again. He'll pit straight down through Cops. 43.3 his current best out on track. And the BWT Arden hopefully looking to really engage himself here in amongst the top guys within TTL F2. And of course, sign-ups I do believe are still open. I'm not sure how many cars we've got available, but I can probably tell you that we are nearly on a full grid. As we see a replay there of Conti's spin. Storm though in the meantime is just coming through Cop's corner. Of course, when I say the replay cameras, I'm running this on a bit of a delay, so that's probably why you are probably thinking, what on earth is he on about? Storm through the final couple of corners. Looking good here. Could go within range of Siege as the other Storm joins out on track, and in fact he's 900ths off, so a 43.3 for Storm still, and he was 900ths off his lap time, but a nice lap to really fill in the void there. We'll go on board then with the Campos car of TTG Sean. You shall probably hear me speaking in the background there. Sean just coming onto the hangar straight now down towards Stowe, which is turn 15 out on track. But Sean though, now coming around the final couple of corners out on track. And looking good so far. There through the final corner. Oh, he's got a car ahead. That's Sean Galale that is off. Sean Galale, of course, not part of TTL F2, but he's off through the final corner. So not sure what happened there. The AIs can lose it on this game, funny enough. And Sean Galale round there, I think, in the Sauber Junior, if I'm not mistaken. I'll just flick through to confirm that. Sorry, in the Prima, that was Sean Galale round through the final corner. Sean, though, in the meantime, on a lap as YWR Storm leaves the session. As I say, if you do want to tune in later on, TTTV will be broadcasting this race live for you guys out on track. And I'm sure how hard it is out there, to be honest, in terms of the coronavirus and things accelerating and we're on lockdown and whatever. If you want your motorsport fix, come and watch on TTTV, because honestly the league is fantastic. I'm there as a commentator as well, which is even better, and I've got a co-commentator joining me alongside that as well. Sean though, in the meantime, coming through Maggots and Beckett, and attacks the second half of Maggots there just a little bit too much. You can see the red highlight on the track map, and that is an invalidated lap. So unfortunate for Sean that he has got an invalidated lap there out on track. He'll continue on though, as we've got the son of Michael Schumacher on track. Mick Schumacher out on track. Venom has just joined track as well, just in behind him. So Mick Schumacher, who is showing up as Troll, funny enough, on this. Just having a look at Troll, or Mick Schumacher, as he's coming up on the left hand side of me, and that definitely appears to me that is not an AI car. So whether that is Mick Schumacher out on track remains to be seen, but we'll just flick through and ride on board. In fact, we'll keep on board there with Troll out on track, looking like he is in an Alfa Romeo. He's on a set of hard compound of tyres. He's in the Prima car out on track, so just running wide there through Cop's corner at turn 9. Very fast flowing middle sector through turns 10, 11, 12 and 13 through Maggots and Beckett. Now into the second half of Beckett. and then onto the corner, which I always forget the name of, and you can tell that is definitely Troy out on track, going round, and not Mick Schumacher as the penguin on the left hand side of your screen. This game can be filled up quite a lot, I think, in terms of glitches and stuff like that, but currently, as we approach the 13-minute mark, through the 13-minute mark in the practice session here, Troll just preparing up for this lap, the German. Venom out on top with a 41.9, Siege in second with a 42.4, Storm in third with a 42.9, then Conti in fourth with a 53.3, and Sean Galale in fifth on a 54.9. So, we run on board then with Troll as he's now coming through turns 1 and 2. And flowing into the loop section now, through Village and into the loop. Coming through turn 4, just missing the apex there slightly, but not too bad at all. Now through turn 5, just gets caught on the camber of the corner there, got caught on the curb, he saw that mistake, that will be going to the replay cameras for sure, and Troll is off track and is invalidated as well, but we'll keep on board with him. Unfortunate there for Troll, i.e. Mick Schumacher out on track to make a mistake. But he will be preparing, I would think, for another lap, and that is definitely, as I say, one going to be going to the replay cameras. We are approaching the 15-minute mark here in practice. Of course, we will be live on the TTTV channel from about 5 to 8. I'm going to run this stream for probably about 5 or 10 minutes longer, and we see the replay there just coming up on my end. And yeah, it just gets caught on the exit of the corner there. Does Troll. He is still going around out on track though on the live stream. Just catching on board with the replay there. That's why I was feeding back through to the replay camera. The Troll is on a lap 29.1 through the middle sector. Not the sort of middle sector you would be hoping for. Just like as MC, but MCR Venom goes quickest with a 41.5. So the Scotsman goes quickest with a 41.5 out on track, and you can see Troll now beginning to warm up the tyres. Of course, he's on an invalid lap, so best for him really to get heat into the tyres. He now comes around the final couple of corners. Oh, and that is not how to do that one. And again, that will be going to the replay cameras, I'm afraid. So Troll has disappeared from my point of view there. Goodness me. That was like a disappearing act. Goodness me. Troll. Wow. I can't really explain what I saw there, to be honest. Venom though went quicker with a 41.5. So just to confirm that, 41.5 for Troll out on track. And of course, we come into tonight in the into the TTL F2 League Cup, essentially the Challenge Cup that is going to be happening out on track, and I think hopefully we'll be able to do a standings rundown of TTL F1 just to make sure those all work. I'll try and time it in with my stream as well if I can. Hopefully we'll be able to do that. Yep, May's just coming in there with a checkered flag emoji onto the main stream, but Troll, as that is a car round there, that looked like it was Conti that was round through Cop's corner. So Conti pulled off to the side there. I'm not sure if he's run out of fuel. Looks like he has, looking how slow he's going as Troll picks up an invalid lap. So we continue on with the stream for now. Venom, Siege, Conti are going top 3. Conti, by the way, did improve on his lap. It was a 42.8 for the F1 Pre-Man. Storm in 4th with Sean in 5th. And whoever the mystery man is, Sean Galale, Lighty, in 6th. Knew it wouldn't be a human car. Knew it wouldn't be an AI car there, but just flicking through to see who it was Lighty in the other Prima. So Lighty and Troll reclaiming back their old partnership from TTL F1 a couple of seasons ago. So I was just checking on board with that to see who it was. As Troll now comes round the first couple of corners once again, hopefully to get a valid lap in this time. He's had 2 invalidations. And Troll looking good out on track. As he comes through turn 5. just getting a message from Honey Badger, by the way, through the stream. I put the standings and stuff up when you talk about it, but preferably before we go to track. I do apologise. I didn't realise we would... I could run those down now. Yeah, that's what I'll do then. So, in terms of the standings for TTL F1, and this is what you'll be seeing on Thursday night, and hopefully we'll be able to get the standings up. I'll try and time this to perfection on the stream, as well as what I've got on my iPad. So I've got the standings up on my iPad now, and hopefully we'll be able to replay those on the stream there. They're just coming up for me now. So we'll read you. MTL Venom did improve, by the way, with 41 flat in the stream. So going around out on track, and hopefully, as I say, we can get those standings up for you. And this will be probably the final test before myself and Aidan will join a party together and have a look. So, ILRT Thomas leads the way on 25 points, with VRT Warren in second on 18 points. Kalsper in third on 16. Notice the difference there on 16 points, because he did pick up that fastest lap point available. Carlsbury in fourth in the McLaren on 12 points, with Recon in fifth on 10. VRT Schiaparelli in sixth on 8 points, with Lighty in seventh on 6. Toxic in 8th on 4, with Sean in 9th on 2, and Leon Bentley rounding off the top 10 on 1 point, sorry. And I do believe he's in a McLaren as opposed to the Williams. Yeah, just showing up the standings that you've seen on the stream are the right standings. The ones I've downloaded are the wrong ones, because it says Leon's in the Williams. There you go. I think he drove, I'm not sure if he drove for Williams, but there we go. Hopefully we'll be able to move on to the constructors standings. We are. Mercedes on 43 points, with Toro Rosso in second on 16 points. McLaren in third on 13 points, with Renault in fourth on 10 points. Williams in fifth on 8, with Alfa Romeo in sixth on 6 points. Red Bull in seventh on 4, with Haas in 8th on 2, and Ferrari and Racing Point yet to pick up any points, what I like to call nul point. Out on track. Unfortunately, we can't get the Eurovision Song Contest this year because of what's going on in real life. So those are a rundown of the standings, and unless there's any more tests to do, I think we might, if we can hopefully try and get the track map up, I'm thinking, in terms of that, we'll try and just keep talking. Don't wait to start till it's on the stream, says Honey Badger. Hopefully that was very insightful though, and hopefully we are getting everything sorted, and all the graphics and everything is sorted out to perfection. They've been running very well on the stream. Just to give an update on what is happening out on track, MCL Venom with a 41 flat. There is the circuit map of what we will be expecting as well for Spain. 16 corners away at the drivers out on track for TTL F1, and it is 2 DRS zones, one down the start-finish straight and what you like to call the back straight as well, between turns 9 and 10. A real difficult mix of corners, very twisting section through the third sector, where especially we are going to see that happen. And as I say, hopefully we are going to be giving you the best possible action on Thursday, giving you the circumstances. If you don't want to wait till Thursday, come along and watch TTTV for the rest of the night. And I will end the stream here. So hopefully it's been very insightful. Hopefully we will get a few new subscribers along the lines as well. So if you want to follow me on Twitter, it is at B52head. If you want to follow the league on Twitter for tonight, it is at TTL_F2. By all gods, do follow the league and follow the action out on track tonight, because it's going to be absolutely fantastic. Siege about to just go slightly worse off on his lap there, 1800ths off in the end. But thank you very much for watching this practice stream. I've been James Head. Thank you very much for watching. Take care of yourselves, and I'll see you next time.